Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lakilia Kiki Got the Keys Hunter, and today I'm going to be making a video about 10 tips for first-time home buyers. Stay tuned. Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I am going to be discussing the 10 tips for first-time home buyers. But before I jump into my video, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. It also gets the information to those who may be looking for it, and it helps me as a channel grow. And I'm trying to get to my first 1,000 subscribers, so please help me out. With that being said, I'm going to jump right into the video. Oh, and please hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload new content. Okay, so the first thing, and I do have my list, so I'm gonna be very transparent. I wrote these down because I did not want to forget. Okay, so the first tip would be to pay off all or most of your debts. This will help you in your debt to income ratio when you're looking for a house. And you also want, when you're paying off your debts, you want to start to build your emergency fund if you don't already have it. And typically, emergency funds can range anywhere from $500 and up. Most people try to shoot for $1,000, but start where you're comfortable and don't make it an issue. Just do what you can and work your way up. This is not a race. This is it's a race, but it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. If that makes sense. Okay, the second tip that I have for you would be to use the 25% rule to know how much you can afford. And if you don't know what the 25% rule, I'm going to make a whole nother video just discussing this topic. The third tip I have for you is to save 10 to 20% down for your down payment, because the more money you put in, the more money you're invested, typically the cheaper your mortgage payments can be. Don't forget to also save for closing costs. So there are a lot of things associated with closing costs, and in my first video called the home buying process, it actually breaks down some of those typical costs that you will see once you get to the closing table. And y'all, don't pay attention to my nails. I need a redo, so no judgment, okay? This is a no judgment zone over here, so y'all don't judge me, okay? I appreciate it. Okay, so like I said, tip number 1, 2, 3, 4, that was tip number 4. Don't forget to save for your closing costs. And if you don't know what that list could look like, just go review my last video, and it kind of gets into that, I think. If not, I'll make another video. Tip number 5, get pre-approved before you start to shop for a house. A lot of buyers are excited because they make the decision that they want to go out and purchase a home, and they start to go look, and then they find the house that they want, only to realize that they can't afford it, and the bank is not even going to give them that much money. So in order to save yourself some time and some frustration, the first thing you should do after all of the steps that I just listed, once you get to that point or close, and but even if you don't have the money for the down payment, that's okay. You want to save towards your down payment, but there are programs that can help you with assistance. Not saying 100%, because you are definitely going to have to put in some work and do some stuff, but there are programs that can help you if the down payment is your issue, but you meet everything else, okay? So, but getting pre-approved will save you the time and it will save you some time and some frustration, because the lender will actually go through all of your finances. They'll check your credit, they'll look at your income, they'll look at your debts, they'll know what you look like financially on paper for them, of whether they would be willing to work with you. And once they go through that, they give you what they call a pre-approval, and basically it's like a letter that you give to your realtor, and so that they can provide proof to the seller that you've already committed to this process of purchasing a home, and you actually started the process by going to get pre-approved. So that shows that you are not only it shows that you're proactive and you're serious, and it also allows you to know exactly what budget you should be looking for, and you're not looking for $400,000 homes when the bank will only approve you for $300,000. So it saves you some time and some frustration. Because we don't want you to find your dream home and then you realize that you can't really afford it right now. So we want you to stay in order so that you can reach your dreams, right? The next step, which I believe would be number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would be find a home within that budget. That's what we were just talking about. You find a home within that budget. Once you get pre-approved, if you know that you're approved for $300,000, you know that that's your cap. Unless you are providing more money so that you can go above and beyond that. And depending on your program, sometimes you can do that and sometimes you can't. You also want to make sure that you are researching the neighborhoods that would be the best fit for you and your family, or you and your pets. You want to make sure that the neighborhood that you are choosing suits you. You want to make sure that the neighborhood, you want to know where the grocery stores are, where the hospitals are, where the schools are, where bars, where people gather. You know, you just want to kind of make sure that the place that you're moving into is somewhere that you're going to feel comfortable and feel at home. So just know your neighborhood. You know, there's nothing wrong. My suggestion is every time that I've ever had to move or wanted to move, not had to, but moved, every time that I've moved, I've decided to take a journey to that particular neighborhood, and I would go visit it in the morning. I would go visit it during midday, and I would go visit it at dusk, like almost dark, and then I would go back like at night, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, because I wanted to see what type of vibe the neighborhood had. It's like, okay, it may be quiet during the day, but there's a lot of activity at night because it may be a younger neighborhood. So are they partying, you know? So you just want to know about the neighborhood that you're getting ready to move into, right? And you want to also think about long term. Are you looking, whether you are buying or leasing, you want to make sure that you are thinking about that long term. So when you purchase a house, you may not just get in it and sell it the next year. You may be there for a few years. So you make sure you are moving into an area that you can be comfortable in until you're ready to make the decision to leave. And then with all of this, when you equip yourself with all of this and you find the dream home that you want to make a competitive offer. That means within your budget. So that means that if you find your dream home for $200,000 and let's say your budget is $300,000 and the seller is asking for $200,000, you want to make sure that you're making a competitive offer. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that number would look like because the people that are watching me right now aren't my clients, so I don't want to just give out specific numbers or something like that. But you want to make sure that your offer is competitive, right? Because you want to stand out. If you want the home, you want to stand out, you want to get it. So, you know, you want to be in that position to be able to get the home that you fall in love with. And then the last tip is be prepared for closing. This is what I'm saying. Like, there are closing costs. So not only do you have to make sure that you have your down payment covered, but you also want to make sure that you are bringing the money that you need for closing. And those are the fees associated with purchasing a home, like home inspections, appraisals, those type of fees, the fees that come along with closing. And like I stated, I will make another video covering this. But as of right now, I just wanted to give you the 10 tips that first-time home buyers should be definitely aware of and kind of put it on their mind. Even if you're not ready to buy now, you may be ready in the next 12 months to 24 months. And if you are, these are things that you can start right now, action steps that you can take right now to start preparing yourself, to put yourself in the best possible position to get the home that you so desire. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via comments. Again, my social media handles are Kiki Got the Keys.